Here it is. It's ticking down. It's calling. It's reaching out to our very souls and saying, this is it! This is the reason we've been here for 14 hours over the last 2 days. It all comes down to this best of 5. Friends, this is going to be the best match we have seen all day. And you saw the last match that we were in, didn't you? With $75 on the line, I bring you into Port Alexander, LE. In the bottom left-hand corner, playing Protoss, it is Badyleq. In the top right, in the red, playing Terran, it is SoulStranger. I think it's Germany versus, is it Singapore? Poland, pardon me, Poland. So, bit of a European send-off here. SoulStranger, our German player, and Badyleq, our Polish player. Excellent work. Little European tussle here. I like it. I like it. I like it. Going for the gas steal, but a quick response by SoulStranger there. Gonna prevent the gas steal and actually might even pick off this. Okay, nice. The probe gonna be forced out here, and SoulStranger gonna take a second gas very early. Oh boy. Okay. So second gas down here for SoulStranger. Back home, we see a gateway and an early expand, a very early Nexus here. Nexus before Cybernetics core for Badyleq. Cybernetics core does go down now for Badyleq. SoulStranger with that second gas. Gonna drop down a factory pretty quickly here, I think. I would hope with a second gas you're dropping down a factory pretty quick. Right? Maybe not. Maybe he's saving all that gas up for a rainy day. Maybe he wants to short the market and he's buying a bunch of sell orders on gas, getting some puts out. I don't know. Second command center on the low ground here for SoulStranger, so he's going to be considerably behind economically. But there that factory goes down. Let's see what this Reaper can get done here. Probably not a whole lot, as there is a Stalker being chronoed out, but the Reaper is going to get into main for a full scout. He is going to see that Stargate tech going down, and the probes are going to get pulled for a full surround, and Badyleq's Reaper is going to go down. I love it when probes get a kill. What's up, Probius? Did you see that, buddy? That's pretty awesome, isn't it? Could you do that? Like if somebody attacked? I don't know. Badyleq's talking about the lags. I'm sure it's the lag. That's got to be what it was, right? We're playing in Europe, man. Come on. All right, factory about to finish up here for SoulStranger. Let's see what he gets out of it as the Stargate finishes up for Badyleq. So Badyleq, I imagine, going to get an Oracle out of there first. I'd be very surprised if you went Phoenix. That's a pretty intensive, resource-intensive, and APM-intensive play. Both these players with, there you go. SoulStranger with a pretty significantly higher APM than his opponent, but not that it really matters. At this level, you can be a great player with no APM at the Platinum level, and that's why we love these tournaments, because they're great. All right. First Oracle is out, steaming across the map here. And it looks like a couple missile turrets already down for Badyleq. What is going on with Badyleq right now? Surprised he has that much lag. Fusion Core is going to be the tech of choice from SoulStranger. That explains the gas very early on. He's got to be going Battlecruiser, right? Now, this Fusion Core is going to get spotted right away, so as long as Badyleq clicks on it, he's going to be in good shape, and actually, he's going to stop the building of that Fusion Core for a minute. The Oracle taking a lot of damage, but now SoulStranger, or Badyleq, knows what he's up against. He needs to get an army across the map right away. There's not a whole lot here to defend, just a couple Marines here. Oh man, please, please, oh please, oh please, be, oh yeah, come on. It's happening. It's happening. How is SoulStranger going to respond? We see the first Liberator coming out here, first SoulStranger. I think that's probably just going to be for, maybe distraction. There's no way he's just getting early Liberator range, right? That would be insanity. He's taking his third gas, but not his fourth. 2 more factories coming down. What on earth? Okay, maybe he was going to go for battle cruisers, but now that it was scouted, he's decided against it, I think. All right, next is well saturated there for Badyleq, so it looks like the income should be pretty similar between the two players. Yeah, mules are pretty good, I tell you what. Nothing else out of that Stargate just yet. Looks like only the 1 Oracle. Yeah, only 1 Oracle out. He is doing it. He's going for battle cruisers. This is... Oh my god, it's happening. He's going for battle cruisers. Holy wow. Okay, so 2 Forge going down for Badyleq. Nothing to defend against battle cruisers here. Do you see anything that defends against battle cruisers? I see 3 Stalkers. First Liberator going to get spotted. It will see that third command center, or third Nexus going down, rather. Initial Liberator going to get a lot of kills here, but this is what we're all keeping our eyes on. Don't take your eyes off this battlecruiser, guys. Ooh, the Oracle gets gunned down as well, so no revelation. It's not going to be able to see that the battlecruiser is getting started here. Liberator with 5 kills before it gets taken out, and a lot of lost mining time, so that's a very nice work there on the income tab. You can see it falling wildly in favor of SoulStranger, even as the third base for Badyleq finishes up, but the battlecruiser is here. The battlecruiser is here. The battlecruiser has arrived, and man, I hope it just warps straight across the map. Just go, SoulStranger. Why are you flying? You could just go. Oh, come on, come on. Okay, so a pylon here, probably for a photon cannon in the mineral line. Battlecruiser about halfway around. Photon cannon in the back. 1 photon cannon does not a battlecruiser defense make, though. Look at that, though. No second battlecruiser yet from SoulStranger. Looks like he's content just to macro, dropping a 3rd command center. And now there are 5 Stalkers here, and a fair number of gateways here. 3, 4, okay, only 4 gateways, 5 Stalkers, and the battlecruiser is about to arrive. Oh, jeez. A couple more gateways, but they won't be online by the time this battlecruiser hits. Oh, SoulStranger, you're wasting time. You're not going to wait for weapon refit, are you? Oh, he's going for Yamato Cannon? What? Okay, he's going to invest in Yamato Cannon, but here we go. The harass we've all been waiting for, and that is a very Artosis pylon. Badyleq pouring out his soul right now. Oh, man, going to stop those 2 upgrades from going down. The battlecruiser taking a lot of damage here from these 5 Stalkers. In fact, the 5 Stalkers are going to be able to drive it away, I think. The battlecruiser getting a lot of work done, though. It does still have its tactical jump, though. So it should tactically jump away. There it is. Tactically jumps away. Gets back home and should be repaired. Okay. So, initial battlecruiser harass, not great. Did slow down a couple buildings here, but they're already back up. The double pylons already back up, and the +1/+1 is going to finish there for SoulStranger. So a decent defense there by Badyleq, and I'm not sure if the battlecruiser was worth it in the end. SoulStranger just getting his 3rd down, but look at the 3rd for Badyleq. It's already saturated out. Goodness gracious. Both gas being taken for Badyleq as well, going into Void Ray, which is an interesting choice, and a 2nd Stargate as well. Behind this, we have seen a lot of mech coming out now from SoulStranger. Plenty of factories, a lot of Marauders, Stim just starting. We see Mag Field Accelerator as well. Vehicle Weapons 1 and Armor 1 as well. Here's a big attack, though, from SoulStranger as he gets onto that 3rd base. The 3rd base definitely going to go down, and the mech army here going to attack. Some nice shots off by those Hellions onto the line of charging Zealots, but I'm not sure there's going to be enough gateway units here. These Marines, even without Stim, are doing a whole heck of a lot of damage here, forcing a recall here. Badyleq recalls about 6 Stalkers back to his 3rd base, but that was a good little punch attack there. From our Protoss player, and SoulStranger now supply blocked, forced to rebuild that 3rd command center, and going to find himself way, way behind as the game continues. Medivacs now steaming across the map to support this attack. Hellbats have been morphed in. Hellbats with 4 Medivacs to support them. Ooh, it looks real dangerous. Okay, Tech Lab about halfway done with Stim here, but the supply block is really what's killing SoulStranger. Look at all this queued up production that's just not happening right now. Hellions everywhere. Marines everywhere. Cyclones everywhere. He needs to get more supply depots down, and he's trying desperately, but that is so frustrating. Oh man, you just gotta drop a supply depot at some point, right? Anyway, here comes the attack into the natural of SoulStranger. One Archon morphs at the wrong time and just gets caught out. That's a real shame. A couple Warpins get immediately cut down, but here we go. The Terran find themselves in a really nice spot. The Hellbats are morphed up, and they're getting a lot of support there from the Medivacs. Just a couple Medivacs left, though, as the Void Ray is getting a lot of work done, but the Bio is able to take down the Void Ray, and it looks like this could be the end of Badyleq as his Gateway army absolutely gets destroyed by this Medivac-supported Bio and Hellbat push. The Hellbat's going to shuffle down into what I imagine is going to be the third base. Shuffle down into third base. Shuffle down into the... Go on, fellas. You can do it. 2 Void Rays are out, a lot of charged Zealots, and it looks like Badyleq may actually be able to carve up what's left of this Bioforce, picks off a Medivac for free, and I think SoulStranger is, SoulStranger has forgotten about this second bunch of units that he's got. 2 Void Rays, still alive. There we go. Finally remembers the other battalion, goes down to take out this third base, and there are a lot of workers there that all get pulled immediately, but that is fresh meat for the Hellbats to get onto. What are you doing? Don't take out the third base. Go take out the probes. Oh no, the Void Ray takes out the Medivac, and this attack has been completely blunted by SoulStranger. SoulStranger's attack has been completely blunted by Badyleq, so nice work there by Badyleq to clean that up, but a little bit of miscontrol, honestly, from SoulStranger, who threw that away more than his opponent won it for him. This would be a great time for that battlecruiser to tactically jump back into the main mineral line and start taking out some of these pylons, disrupting some infrastructure. It's a little sad that SoulStranger has forgotten about this key part of his plan from the very beginning of the game. Luckily, he does have a 4th command center up, and with all of those probe kills, it should, it saved his bacon there. As he gets the 4th, Badyleq, I'm too old for this. Badyleq, come on, man. Don't give us that Murtaugh shit. You can do it, man. Another attack here for SoulStranger as he powers across the map. A lot of Hellions. Blue flame on those Hellions? I can't tell. I don't think so. Do you have blue flame? He does have blue flame. Okay. Blue flame on the Hellions. Does have some stuff on the Cyclones. Decides not to push in for this attack, strangely. And heads back home, I guess. An interesting and unorthodox choice. I definitely thought he could have had a little bit of work done there, pushing in to this natural area. He obviously has way more army supply than his opponent. These Void Rays are so brittle, and there's a lot of charge lots underneath them, but they're just 1/1 lots, and they're not particularly advanced. So I think that, SoulStranger could be in a good position if he would have pushed there. All right, here we go. Now that Badyleq's 4th is down, now the push from SoulStranger makes a lot more sense. The push is going to get scouted out by 1 charged Zealot, and it looks like the army is going to reposition itself just as this attack hits. So all these Hellions are going to try and get a cancel on this 4th base here. Charge lots expending their charge, Cyclones locking onto charge lots and not Void Rays. The Medivacs misrallied, though. A lot of Bio here get underneath these Void Rays, and the Void Rays are just going to melt underneath all of this Bio. Everything's still alive here as SoulStranger continues to push. Absolutely going to force a cancel on this 4th base. The battlecruiser has even come along for the ride. The battlecruiser Yamato cannon must have gotten canceled there. Interesting. I didn't notice that happening. The 4 Void Rays are remaining. Another stim on this Bio, and the Bio's all getting very low. Those Medivacs did get taken out, remember, so there's nothing to support this Bio or the Hellbats if they chose to morph out. So a couple Medivacs would be a good addition here to this army, but I think SoulStranger is going to be able to deliver the killing blow no matter what. Another Void Ray does pop out, all focusing down on that battlecruiser. There's the GG from Badyleq, and SoulStranger is going to take game number 1. Wow, a good game from both players. That's pretty impressive. Let's put 2 minutes on the clock and get into game number 2 of the grand finals between Badyleq and SoulStranger. Game 2 is going to happen on Automaton LE. So I should be right back as soon as we get this game started. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to game number 2 in the grand finals between SoulStranger and Badyleq. Game number 2 is going to be on Automaton. This is Badyleq's choice, so he may have a special strategy chosen for this match as he sends out a probe immediately. Our blue Protoss player, Badyleq from Poland, sending out a very cheeky early probe. And his opponent from Germany, in the red playing Terran, it is SoulStranger. Now, I do want to say, if you're trying to choose sides, if you don't know who to root for in this game, and I don't know how this is going to affect you positively or negatively, Badyleq won the coin toss to determine who was going to ban the first map. And the first map Badyleq banned was King's Cove. So I don't know if that changes your calculus about who you should support or anything. But, you know, good work. Alright, Proxy Gateway, going to be the tech of choice here for Badyleq. I see no scout yet from SoulStranger, and it looks like, oh man, that barracks is going to get taken down. Just not finishing a little bit here. He needs to send an SCV to finish that, and a gas steal as well for Badyleq, who's feeling very cheesy this game, very saucy. The barracks will finish up there, the last little tap that it needed to finish up, and the gateway has finished. So let's see what comes out of this gateway here as Badyleq decides to move in to the rest of his game. Now he drops a Nexus on the low ground, so this is a very unusual gateway timing, proxy gateway timing rather, for Badyleq. He's got the gas steal. He has one Zealot getting chronoed out of one proxy gateway, Cybernetics core back home, and a Nexus on the low ground. I don't know what to say. This is so strange. Second Zealot getting warped in here. First Zealot is out. Reaper about halfway across the map now, so the Zealot is definitely going to be able to slow down the building of this command center. And yeah, we can see the SCV evacuating to the high ground. Bunker going up on the high ground. I think SoulStranger knows what he's up against now. He knows that there's a proxy. That Zealot got there much too quickly. But the Reaper is also getting it home very quickly. And of course, there's nothing to defend here. So this Reaper from SoulStranger has open season on all of these probes. And as long as SoulStranger controls it very well, he's going to be a good job. Oh no, he gets surrounded by all the probes. Gonna get one kill, and then he is out. That is a real shame. The bunker is gonna go down, and the Zealots are gonna force a cancel on this. Oh, very nice. The last second, Badyleq forces that cancel. Badyleq forces the cancel for SoulStranger, and it looks like this rush has done its job partially. Got the cancel, dropping the Stargate on the high ground, and it looks like Badyleq is in really good shape as his natural finishes up. 2 more barracks going down on the high ground, for a total of 3 barracks and 1 factory. Siege tank already started to protect against this rush. And as soon as that siege tank is out, this rush is definitely over. And in fact, I'm sure Badyleq knows that. He's already sending these units back home. Gateway on the high ground. Stargate behind this. So 2 gateways now. Badyleq in good control of this game so far. The initial rush helped keep him ahead of his opponent. SoulStranger just restarting that command center on the high ground there. He's got to be frustrated about that. And we're going to see a Phoenix play out of this gate with this Stargate. This is really interesting. So first Phoenix is coming out. More units popping out of this gateway. Warp gate about halfway, 7/8 the way finished here. Stim pack on the way. Yeah, some of you guys know what this is by now, don't you? I didn't say it on stream because I know as soon as I say it, my stream crashes. So I think you guys can say it in chat all you want, but I'm not going to say it on stream because I've seen what happens when you say that thing on stream. Phoenix gets in to get a full scout here. Gonna see what's going on here, and actually he's gonna pick off a little bit of this command center. Very cute. Marines are established to try and take down the Phoenix. The Phoenix going to get away, though, with a full scout, see everything that he's up against. The command center for SoulStranger going to go ahead and land down on the low ground. Second Phoenix joining now. 2 Phoenix and a lot of Gateway. This is why this is such a dangerous build, man. Warp Gate finishes up. We've got 1, 2, and a lot more Gateways going down now. 1, 2... Oh, that's a pylon. How many gateways? We got 2 more gateways and a forge going down. Very interesting. Badyleq gonna get another scout here with this 2 Phoenix here. Gonna pick up the siege tank and start shooting away at it, but there's no way that 1 Phoenix is gonna take that out. This is a really dangerous move here by Badyleq. The army gonna get underneath it, and in fact, both of those Phoenix are gonna go down. No way. Unbelievable. Badyleq keeps both of those Phoenix alive. I don't believe my eyes. A little bit of lag here. It looks like, okay, I think we're back to normal. Oh, nope. Little bits and bobs of lag here. I'll wait for one of the players to say something. But so far, it looks like things may be ironed out. Oh, no. Yeah, Badyleq's having a little bit of lag here. That's a shame. Okay, so Badyleq needs a little bit of a pause. I'm an observer, not a referee this time. That's really not good. SoulStranger was getting some lag as well, so it's better safe than sorry as we wait a couple seconds here for the lag spike, hopefully, to pass. I believe Badyleq said he was playing in... a storm was approaching, so he said his internet might be... so we can't see your message, right? Yep, I forgot to make myself a referee this game. So, oh, jeez, I'm dumb. Oh, no. It's like 0.10? Oh, Badyleq, you poor thing. Oh, gosh, come on. Chiwanga, that's brave of you to cheer for the person who kicked you out of the tournament. That's a brave move. So hopefully these guys get it figured out on their own. We have 2 options here, basically. We can... Ooh, they're going to wait for 2 minutes. Okay, no problem. We'll see. Maybe they're going to pop into the tournament lobby and ask. Possibly. We'll see. Wait for 2 minutes or just go would be... Okay, they're going to wait for a couple minutes here. So we're going to pause the game really quickly. Pop back to the home screen while we wait. 2 minutes, I'll start or give up. Okay, so we've got our players waiting in a bit of a holding pattern here. I'm going to throw a minute on the clock and hopefully... or 2 minutes on the clock, rather. And hopefully that will resolve the issues that we've got with Badyleq, who is setting up for this really, really interesting... interesting build. It would be a real shame if Badyleq had to give up. Okay, Badyleq back into game. Ready and go. There we go. Rock and roll. We are back. Thank you guys so much for being patient and cognizant. We are not playing from a PC bong here in South Korea. We are playing from our own homes offline all over the world. This tournament has been incredibly international. You guys watching WCS may have thought that was a very international tournament, but I gotta tell you, Platinum Heroes 1 had players from all over the flippin' world. It was so impressive. I was so pleased. Players from the United States, players from Europe, players from Asia, the match getting cast here in South Korea, the admins of the Discord server from all over Europe. What a great tournament. All right. More Phoenix getting added in here, and a second Stargate getting dropped on the high ground in the main base here, switching to Void Ray production for Badyleq. First siege tank is out now for SoulStranger. Second siege tank, rather, is out for SoulStranger. Double medevac happening at the same time. A couple missile turrets going up to protect against Phoenix harassment now. The Phoenix getting pushed away by that one Marine who is going to see this gateway force. Even more warp-ins now happening. A lot of zealot warp-ins happening now for Badyleq, who's building up a pretty sizable force here. And it looks like, gonna get caught. There's a stim from the bio army. The tank's gonna get picked up, though, unable to do anything. One of the Phoenix does get taken down, though. But man, this bio army from SoulStranger is gonna pick off all those Phoenix, and unbelievably, SoulStranger's tank lives. This bio is doing a phenomenal work. against Badyleq's army, which had just been absolutely decimated. The Phoenix weren't used quite properly. A couple of them got gunned down, and those siege tanks were raining down shots onto that gateway army for the whole time. So even though those tanks have 0 kills, you know they did tons and tons and tons of damage. So Badyleq switching into double Void Ray back home, an unusual transition to be sure. And then there we go, his third Nexus there. More bio getting added on. Hey, Chocolate, thanks for the follow, man. I appreciate it. Congratulations on your big win in the last tournament. I'm glad you're enjoying this. And, man, we really hope to see you back for Diamond Heroes 3. Or Diamond Heroes 2, rather. Or, more realistically, we hope to not see you back for Diamond Heroes 2 because you have done so good that you're now a Masters level player. So, fingers crossed. Alright. A big move out here from SoulStranger. He's going to find this proxied gateway and go, of course that's where it was. There we go. Depowers that gateway, and we see a robo facility and a fleet beacon back home for Badyleq, who is going to power up on 3 bases. Needs to take those gases if he wants to really get into Tempest or Carrier production. But it looks like I'm not sure that he's going to have enough space to do so, as this dangerous attack from SoulStranger is barreling across the map now. A scouting Hellion's going to see there's no 3rd base here, or no 4th base here, rather, but the 3rd base has been taken. The army from Badyleq is outside his 3rd base right now, ready to defend. A lot of Void Rays, 5 Void Rays, and then a bunch of Charged Zealots. That's a very difficult army to break, but I think with good Siege Tank, nope, never mind, he's picking up and going into the main base. It's a Doom Drop, just kidding. And there it is, Doom Drop into the main base. Now the army wildly out of position. The Void Ray is going to go back, but there are so many Marines there. 1 Siege Tank is going to get picked off. No, never mind, it's going to stay. I don't believe it. That Siege Tank stays alive with a little bit of health left, and these Marines are going to take out everything that Badyleq has to offer. The Charged Zealots are trying to rush in through their own Sim City, and here's where they could get a little bit of cleanup done here, it looks like. Not much room to kite with this bio, and these Charged Zealots are on top of it. The tank raining down some friendly fire onto the Marines, but it looks like the bio has survived. 1 medevac loaded up, and the other medevacs need to get out of there. So SoulStranger doing a little bit of damage there, but probably not as much as he was hoping. Only 4 probes went down, and he didn't clear off any significant tech structures or anything. He's still got a Twilight Council, still got that fleet beacon, and still got a couple Stargates. Now the question is, did SoulStranger see that fleet beacon? He did not, so the fleet beacon is still a secret. This is awesome. Tempest coming out for Badyleq. This game is not over by any stretch of the imagination. He may be down, but he's not out. Look at the income graph. He's been ahead in income for most of this time. 3rd base has finally been established for SoulStranger. But the Tempests are a-coming. We see a Robo Bay as well for, I'm going to guess, probably Disruptors? Tough to call at this. It could be either Disruptors or Colossi at this level of play. You're never quite sure. More Tempest coming out. Air Weapons level 1 as well. And the Robo Facility, the 2nd Robo Facility about to finish. Gotta be double Disruptor, right? Come on. SoulStranger going to push out again. Now, he does have superior army supply, and he does have 1/1 upgrades that his opponent does not. His opponent's only on +1. And with the finish of Concussive Shells and a lot of Marauders mixed in here, a couple Marauders mixed in here, I guess. Handful of Marauders mixed in here. I think he may be able to do a little bit of damage here, but the Tempests are going to be a big key factor in what they can push out. If those Tempests can get some good shots off on the medevacs initially, they're going to get a lot done. Hey, Blueberry Mancer, thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. And Viden, thanks for the follow, guys. I'm glad you're enjoying this tournament so much. It is a great tournament put on by good people, and great people are following it. So, good stuff all around. These siege tanks have set up dangerously outside the Tempest range, and it looks like, here we go. These Tempests need to... Oh, come on, Tempest, get those siege tanks. Free siege tanks. Tempests. There it is. 1 siege tank does go down, but the Bioforce is entering the natural here, and it is definitely going to tear out the natural. As the Protoss forces are out of position here, trying to guard the third, the Natural's going to go down immediately, and a lot of probes going to die here. So even though those tanks have been picked off, that's still a whole lot of bio for the Tempest to deal with. The Tempest trying to pick off, okay, Colossi trying to pick off a couple things now. Now the Colossi on top of the bio, and I think this is getting a little bit more ugly for SoulStranger, as Badyleq may have a superior army composition. The Colossi ripping down all of those bios, and there's absolutely nothing left there for SoulStranger. So while he did pick off the Natural of his opponent, it simply didn't pay off for him in the end. Behind this, SoulStranger trying to cheekily expand to the middle of the map. Now, Badyleq has spent the entire game protecting his third base here. But he hasn't moved out, but it looks like his spidey senses are tingling. Badyleq going to move out across the map here. Now, it's likely that he won't see this base from SoulStranger unless he flies over the top of it with those Tempests. I think the Tempest might see it, though. And, oh man, that command center is just going to finish. Can't cancel in time. And there it is. Let's take a look at Badyleq's vision. Badyleq, there it is. He sees that base, is immediately going to turn on it. Nope, never mind. He's just going to let it fly as he goes in to deliver the killing blow to SoulStranger. Charge Zealots on top of all the bio. Colossi ripping down some missile turrets. Need to get on top of that bio here. There we go. 2 Colossi on top of the bio. Liberator are sieged up, but the Tempests are there to finish the job. 1 Colossi goes down. 2nd Colossi getting microed back a little bit. There's still a couple Marauders here picking off the 2nd Colossus. Is that Colossus going to die to 1 Marauder? No way. There it is. So all that's left now are 4 Tempests and 1 Colossus, which is a totally standard army composition in the Platinum Heroes tournament. And satisfied with that, looks like the Tempests are going to go back and try and take out this orbital command. There are a couple missile turrets up, but the Colossi are going to be able to focus down all of these, oh man, these poor mules. 1 mule does deliver 1 payload, but the Tempests are going to take down this secret hidden gold base, and it looks like Badyleq is going to be in good shape as this investment did not pay off for SoulStranger. So Charge Zealots here to finish the job, and that base will go down. Back home, we see 6 Vikings being built. Wow, that's a huge tech switch here for SoulStranger. Badyleq has got to be ready to move into something else here. He's dropping a couple more gateways down. It looks like he could put in a good gateway army pretty quick here. But he needs to reinforce with something that doesn't get hit by Vikings. 6 Vikings at a time is real dangerous and could be a real danger to these Tempests. DeCeCe, you absolute maniac. Another gift sub for the champ. I think half my subs are gifts from DeCeCe. You're too kind, man. So you just heard it. That's right, folks. If you win, not only do you win $50, but you also win a gift sub from DeCeCe. Oh, that's so kind of him. What a champion of a human being. 6 more Vikings coming out. That is a huge Viking fleet. Oh my gosh. And Colossi, not good against Vikings. And here we go. The Vikings going to fly forward and engage these Tempests. They need to focus fire the Tempest down. They can't quite one-shot the Tempest, which is a real shame. There we go. Now with the additional Vikings, they should be able to one-shot Tempest with 1 volley. The Colossi are going to find themselves absolutely hapless as the Vikings pull them down as well. A lot of Charge Zealots not going to be able to do anything, though. The Vikings picking off a lot of key and expensive units in this army. The Warp Prism going to go down. Down to 3 Tempests. Down to 2 Tempests. There it is. But the Viking count has been taken down this Archon with 9 Viking kills. That's pretty significant. Charge Lots taking out the natural expansion here of SoulStranger, and SoulStranger simply doesn't have a lot left here. Meanwhile, the Vikings for SoulStranger not doing a whole lot. 1 Archon taking out a couple landed Vikings now. Wow, landed Vikings versus an Archon. You never thought you'd see the day. I don't believe it. 23 SCVs have gone down, and here we go. More charge lots streaming in. The gates are left open here. Charge lots now on top of the production for SoulStranger. Badyleq's charge lots getting a whole lot done here. Going after one of the barracks for some reason. And here we go. SoulStranger with an army of landed Vikings to fight Charge Zealots. That's right. This is real life. The Charge Zealot's going to go ahead and attack in, but that is so much landed Viking fire. I don't believe it. The landed Vikings have saved the day. Look at that landed Viking micro, picking that one up before the Charge Zealot's able to take it out. So this game, and I hate to say this, has normalized. SoulStranger on 1 mining base. Badyleq on 2 mining base. Well, 1 mining base. Second one on the way. Fleet of Vikings coming across the map. The Protoss army almost with nothing. Badyleq, people are laughing now. They probably are, but it's a 2-minute delay, so they're not going to laugh at you until 2 minutes in the future, which is the same time for them, but it's 2 minutes from now. This is insane. I love this so much. 6 Liberators now on the way. Tempests taking out Landed Vikings. Landed Vikings raising to take out the Tempest now. The Colossi responding to take out the Landed Vikings, but now the Flying Vikings take out the Colossus. And it looks like the Vikings that have just raised up to take some things out are going to land back down to take out more pylons. SoulStranger, absolutely vicious here, picking off pylons everywhere, depowering a ton of gateways here. Another Tempest is up, but the Vikings are going to... Oh, man, the Vikings going to pull down both... Oh, goodness gracious. Sorry about that, guys. The Vikings going to pull down... There it is. And the Vikings raising up to take out the Tempest. Another Tempest is going to pop out, but the Vikings almost... Well, the Vikings going to land down here and try and depower it before it can pop out. Are they going to get it? They're going to get it. Oh, my God. Depower the Stargate. This is unbelievable. Depowering the other Stargate as well. Badyleq is going to GG out, and SoulStranger takes a 2-0 lead in this best of 5. Unbelievable. Alright, guys, we're going to take a quick 2-minute break and get back in to game number 3, which could be match point. Ooh, goodness gracious. Alright, so map 3 has been chosen to be Year 0. Which could be a heck of a fun match. Ooh, Elias, the 24-hour banished stream for the 15 sub goal. Ooh, now that's a good idea. I think that is 15 subs now, thanks to Desisi, largely. I may have to look into something like that. That could be a ton of fun. Alright, guys, we got to put another 3 minutes on the clock here. Sorry. One of our players does need to take a quick break into the bathroom, so we will wait for him to get back. As Elias said, a 15 sub goal. Interesting. A 15 banned Viden accounts goal. I don't think I make any money from banning his accounts, but, oh, jeez. That's so sad. I will say, this is the first tournament that has been put on by the Discord Heroes, or by the Platinum Heroes Discord. The very first tournament. No one, none of the admins, none of the moderators, none of the casters, me, have ever organized a full, proper tournament before. Especially not this 2-day double tournament monster that this has become. But I will say, for 14 hours of tournament over the last 2 days, this has gone so incredibly smoothly, and I gotta say, the admin team and the thanks for the follow, I appreciate it. I'm glad you're enjoying the stream in a wholesome and friendly way. I've got to say, the admin team has absolutely killed it with this tournament, organizing everything. They've organized challenge pages, Matcherino pages. They've organized the Liquipedia pages. They've organized making sure that everybody is properly qualified. Ah, there we go. Thank you. They've managed to make sure that everybody is properly qualified for this game, this tournament, and they have done a great job of supporting Platinum and Diamond level players in a way that no other community does. If you are interested in supporting their efforts to help StarCraft players grow in the rank and file like all the rest of us do, please hop into the Patreon that's just been created and throw a couple bucks their way. Hop into the Matcherino. Anything you donate over $100 for these 2 tournaments will get carried over to Diamond and Platinum Heroes 2, the next tournament. So I've got to say, kudos and thank you to the mod team of the Platinum Heroes Discord server who have invited me to help them out with this tournament. I have just enjoyed the hell out of it. That said, let's get in to our next game. We are on game number 3. Discord Heroes, I'm out of it, man. I've been casting for 14 hours. It's 2:19 in the morning for me. And to make matters weirder, I'm going on to a map that is the king of all meme maps. So, let's do it. Game 3 of the Grand Finals for Platinum Heroes 1. In the top left-hand corner of Year 0 LE, coming off of a rough 0-2 victory, or a rough 0-2 loss, he must win this game to have a fighting chance. It is Badyleq. And his opponent on the other side of the map. Can he close it out and take the $50 prize home with him? In the red, playing Terran, it is SoulStranger. Awesome. So, it looks like no funny business yet this game. A gateway at home, a barracks at home, a probe that's getting frustrated because it can't take out an SCV. Nice little cute gas deal there from Badyleq. He did that last time, which was very nice. We do see it looks like SoulStranger saving up to drop the expansion on the low ground there, checking for any proxied pylons. Going to be very happy when he sees that there's nothing there. Badyleq also dropping the expansion on the low ground before his cybernetic score going down. So both players looking to go into a longer macro game on this very big map. Reaper out of the barracks here for SoulStranger. Going to hop down and start heading across the map. There shouldn't... Oh, it doesn't look like there's going to be much back home yet. Badyleq hasn't started anything back home in his gateway. So by the time this Reaper gets there, he might have free reign to do a fair amount of damage here. Let's see if he can get anything done. In the meantime, the Reaper taking the long way round. First Stalker is out. Robo Facility going to be the tech of choice there. So let's see if the Reaper can get any work done. Going to hop up into the main. The Stalker only about halfway done. The Reaper needs to get to the mineral line and not picking at that the gateway. And there it is. A nice little grenade. Going to delay some mining time there and needs to start focusing down a couple of the probes there. Unfortunately, the Stalker has now popped out and the Reaper is going to get away with its life. A couple Marines now taking down this gas steal. And there we go. SoulStranger going to take that second gas as well. SoulStranger, orbital command on the lower ground there. And it looks like both players satisfied to just saturate their naturals right now. In the main base here, we do see a starport coming in for SoulStranger. Hey! Thanks for the follow. What an unusual username. I appreciate that, though. Nice. And, alright, there we go. Double engineering bay going down. Oh, look! Another follow. I'm so glad you guys are enjoying the tournament. It's so kind of you to show your support for me by following the channel. I hope you'll pop in here and check out my StarCraft content some other time also. Reaper, meanwhile, for SoulStranger, checking to see if there's a third base. Nothing yet. Twilight Council going down in the main base of Badyleq. And there we go. Badyleq's robo facility first pumping out of the observer here so we can get a chance to see what's going on in his opponent's base. But, oh, look at that. Resonating glaives. I have got to say, I think this is the first time I have seen resonating glaives in this entire tournament. I don't know that I've cast a Protoss game where they've gone for glaives instead of something like Blink or Zealot Charge first. SoulStranger's Reaper going to get back in here. There is an Adept here that's going to shade right on top of the Reaper, but the Reaper is going to be able to get away, I think. Second Reaper here for the alley-oop kill, and there it is. Both Reapers, both Adepts going to work together to take out that Reaper, so nice work. First Immortal is out for Badyleq. Resonating Glaives about halfway done on 2 bases, so he's not completely all in yet. Badyleq's Observer going to check for a third and not see it. In fact, there's no third on the way at all. Observer sets up right outside of SoulStranger's base, and of course SoulStranger's going to be able to hopefully pick that off at some point with a nice little scan, if he's got the wherewithal to see it. Back home, he started his +1, but not his +1 armor. Looks to be a bit of an oversight there from SoulStranger. Definitely wants to get that +1/+1 going on. Badyleq back home. Resonating Glaives just about to finish up here. The first Warp Prism is on the way to support this attack. That's going to happen as soon as Glaives finishes up. Powering up on about 3 extra gateways as well. Got to be feeling pretty confident with what he's going here. Resonating Glaive Adept can be a very, very powerful attack if you can get the timing just right. SoulStranger staying on 2 bases, not expanding yet. Neither player pumping out to a 3rd base. So both content here. Looks like they both want to go for a bit of a mid-game push here. Stim Pack just about to finish up. There's Armor level 1 starting a little bit late there for SoulStranger. That's going to delay his push significantly if he waits for it. But again, Year 0 is a very long map. Armory going down there for the +2 upgrade, I would imagine, very shortly, but I don't know if it's going to come to that. We see the Protoss immediately moving across the map here. 2 Immortals, a Sentry, and then a whole bunch of Adepts here. It looks like 7 Adepts, I think. Goodness gracious. Pushing across the map here. Now, there's no... Okay, there is 1 Siege Tank, but it's not sieged up yet. So, unless... Okay, SoulStranger's going to try and head down here to attack. Uh-oh, SoulStranger leaving his base as well, going down that ramp, and it looks like the Protoss going to set up on the high ground. Is he going to run into this with an unsieged siege tank? Oh, man. There it is. The Shade going to go down right on... Oh, no, he's going to cancel the Shade. Forces a Stim out of SoulStranger, and there it is. The tank sets up on the low ground, but the Immortals are not focusing it down. The tank getting a couple good shots off. The tank finally goes down, and there we go. There's only bio remaining, but the Immortals are going to pick away that bio very quickly, and SoulStranger has a very dangerous push that is continuing across the map. He's cut probe production entirely. He's not making anything but units, whereas Badyleq is still trying to get some upgrades, finishing that combat shield. Stims to get away and get better positioning, but now Badyleq is into the natural of SoulStranger, and he sets up his Warp Prism there, warping in directly into the natural. A medevac with a couple Marines, but that is not going to be enough. 3-4 medevacs that are empty coming across the map. He started that 3rd command center, but he's going to have to cancel it. Surely if he has any hope of staying in this game. Both players floating like 1,000 minerals right now. Their macro slipping just a little bit, and SoulStranger pumps out the GG. Badyleq begins the comeback. Amazing game 3. Good work from our Protoss player. Good scouting. I am so happy with that. All right. 2 minutes on the clock. Game 4 about to happen here. Get in here. If you're in here, get your friends in here. This is an incredible series so far. Game 4 going to be on Kairos Junction. Just 1 second, guys, here. Alright, let me make sure we get both players in game here. And be sure to change me to a referee. Alright, I've got the ready from both players, and we are in. I'm not going to make you wait another minute. We are just gonna go. It's free to play, just like StarCraft 2. Oh, baby. Game 4 in the grand finals. Could you ask for anything else? Besides, of course, dare I say it, Game 5 in the finals? All right. Oh, there we go. I thought I had to sneeze there for a minute, but I didn't. All is good. All right, here we go. On Kairos Junction, in the top left-hand corner, sending out a suspiciously fast probe. It is Badyleq. And his opponent on the far right-hand side, hailing from Germany. In the red, it is SoulStranger. Okay, so it's not a cannon rush, which is a little disappointing, because I was kind of hoping I would get to cast at least 1 cannon rush. It's been 14 hours, and probably 20 odd games of StarCraft. Not 1 cannon rush. Can you believe it? In a platinum and diamond level, play. I mean, look, Badyleq is still going to win this one. We're going to go to game 5, and he's going to cannon rush, and he's going to win game 5 with a crazy cool cannon rush, right? So it's not over. But also, no cannon rushes. It's a little sad. Very limited cheddar in this tournament. Everybody was trying so hard to win. I thought we would see a lot more cheese than we did, which I think speaks very well of our player base, doesn't it? All right. Badyleq dropping that expansion on the low ground and the cybernetics core up top. So not a second gateway, just the cybernetics core. A little bit safer build. Ooh. Sorry about that, guys. It's been a... oh, goodness gracious. Been a long night of casting so far. 2 long nights of casting. But I'm a pro, so I'm going to keep it up. Factory going down here for SoulStranger, so it looks like he might go into a 1-1-1. But there's no indication yet that he is... well, he's saving up a couple minerals here, but no serious indication that he's taking a natural yet. And he gets further and further behind the closer Badyleq gets to his natural finishing up. So SoulStranger has not yet expanded, and I'm beginning to get a little worried. Can he really sustain one base aggression? Starport going down. Both gases are taken. On the other side of the map, we see a Robo facility. Going to be the tech of choice here. Wow, Robo and 2 gateways. Okay. Still no expansion from our Terran player. What on earth is he saving up for? Factory with no add-on. There it is. Adding on a tech lab to that factory. Is he going like 1 base Banshee or something? That would be crazy, right? Nope, reactor onto the starport. Okay, interesting. Oh, thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. Glad you're enjoying the content. It's been a great stream so far. And this Grand Finals is no exception. So what is SoulStranger doing here? Factory with a tech lab. Reactor to starport. Is he just going to go for a big drop with a couple of medevacs? On 1 base? On 1 base? He's cut SCV production. He's saturated, man. He's got it all. This is really interesting. Okay. We're going to see the starport finish up. And, okay, Observer's finally out now for Badyleq. Is going to see that there's no expansion, and that should prompt a pretty significant response here from Badyleq, who's been teching up a whole lot. Adding on Resonating Glaives, but that's a 100-second upgrade. And, oh yeah, here it is. SoulStranger moving across the map. The Observer trying to keep an eye on it. I'm not sure if the Observer saw that there was no expansion there or not. Only 1 medevac so far. Oh, because that's all that can fit into the medevac. And it looks like SoulStranger just going for an all-out attack here. Pumping out real hard. This is... oh, this is interesting. Okay, there's the load up, and the Observer does see what's coming, so let's see what the reaction is here. We see 2 shield batteries immediately down here at the front, but nothing in the main. I think if I were SoulStranger, I'd elevator up into the main, but I'm not sure what he's going to do. Yeah, here it is. Look at this. He's setting this up. He's going to go up into the main. Amazing. 1 Stalker here going to try and stop this, but as long as the, as long as there's some scouting going on, the tank gets up in the main. The Stalker is going to go down almost immediately, and the medevac is going to begin to elevator everything else up in the main as well. We see a lot of Adepts shading onto the siege tank. They are going to let that shade finish, I think, to try and take out the siege tank, but with some clever micro, he could... oh no, never mind. It looks like... oh my god, okay. So, it looks like the siege tank is unbelievably still alive. Okay, the Adepts take down the siege tank, but there's still a whole lot of bio left here. The Immortal is going to go down, so both players losing a lot of really important units here, but I think Badyleq is on the ropes. Look at this. There's still a bunch of Marines with medevac support. Stimpack about halfway finished back home, and now he's finally dropping that second command center, so he's not all in, but it's dang close. He's going to try and depower the Twilight Council, I guess. And then, oh my god, this pylon could be huge. He's going to depower everything. A gateway, a cybercore, and that last Immortal. This could be the death knell for Badyleq. There's only 1 more Adept here to fight it, but the pylon goes down and everything is depowered. This Terran drop has been fantastic, and SoulStranger could be cruising his way to a $50 victory in the inaugural Platinum Heroes 1 tournament. Wow, some nice Adept micro there, getting healed up by those shield batteries, but it looks like they're trying to pull him further and further away from the shield batteries. Just going to focus down that pylon for a little while. The Adept getting some shots off here, but the medevac running dangerously low on energy here. 1 Marine does go down. He needs to focus, fire a little bit harder there. Supply blocks his opponent. That Immortal is sure as heck not coming out now. And he goes into, picks up not taking out any probes, going back into the main. I'm not sure exactly what he's going for. Back home, you can see he's got a lot of stuff here that he's just forgotten about because he's microing his little heart out over here. Gonna take out the main Nexus, and I think this is just a victory lap for SoulStranger. Choo-choo, mother. Just get the train going because this game is over, baby. Here we go. Immediately moving out here with the rest of his forces. Remembers that he has a bunch back home. 37 army supply to 7. And this is it. Oh, man. Back home, we see a couple more Adepts warping in. The supply block has been rectified. 3 Adepts probably might be enough to clean this up. He needs to pick up and get out there. 3 Adepts will definitely take out anything he's got. Really wants this Nexus very badly, but it's not going to happen with a medevac with no energy. So the initial drop is cleaned up, but now, knock, knock. Guess what's at the front door? Here it is. The medevac goes to join its brethren, and this massive army going to hit the front door. The Immortal has popped out now, but there's just so much here. It doesn't even matter. The tank unsieged, not going to be in any danger from that Adept Shade. The Adept Shade is going to be allowed to finish, so the 3 Adepts can bend over and kiss themselves goodbye. And here we go. The Immortal just taking too much damage to be healed up by the shield batteries, and now the Terran is running rampant in the natural expansion of Badyleq, who is floating 2,000 minerals just because he just can't produce anything. There it is. Congrats from Badyleq, and we have crowned the first Platinum Heroes 1 champion, SoulStranger. Congratulations, buddy. A well-deserved victory. $50, and as I understand it, a gifted sub to my channel from DeCeCe, unless DeCeCe's fallen asleep, which is definitely a real possibility. But, you know, whatever. Condolences to Badyleq, who fought well and fought hard and took a strong second-place finish. He's going to walk away with $25 and a lot of pride. He put in some great games that we got to see. I think our highest-placing Protoss in this entire tournament, if I recall correctly. So, very well played by both players. Congratulations to